Welcome to another episode of the Anime Syndicate podcast. I'm your host, Frank. I'm joined here with Josh.
Yo! What? Oh shit, I gotta turn this back.
Is as weak as your dollar. Failure is your destiny. You disrespect yourself and your nation. You are made of stupid.
What's wrong with that?
What's right with it?
That's a good point.
All right, anyway.
What?
Just rage.
Well, this is called Game Rage Magazine, which conveniently, if you want to go to our website at GameRageMagazine.com, you can follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Game Rage Magazine, Twitter/X at Game Rage Mag. And Jesus Christ, if you're listening to this podcast, you might as well go follow the podcast on Instagram at anime_syndicate_podcast. Jesus Christ. And then also YouTube, Game Rage Magazine on there. And you can hear all the content.
Yeah, Josh is tired of me being the only listener.
Actually, you know what's funny?
What?
Since I started posting shorts on YouTube, like of the clips and stuff, we now
I don't know why you weren't doing that from the beginning.
Dude, because I'm an idiot. Like, I didn't even realize that was a thing you could do.
You didn't know about YouTube Shorts?
No, I knew about it, but like, I didn't, the dots didn't connect in my brain to like do it.
Your intellect is as weak as
Again.
your dollar. Failure.
So it just didn't work. It didn't click.
No, I think the better one is,
Bitch, you're lucky you're endearing.
Yeah, that is more accurate. So yeah, I did basically start doing that, and now since we started doing that over the last couple of weeks, we went from you being the only subscriber to now we have 8. So
3 of those are me.
dude, dummy accounts. Hey, fuck it, I'll take it. I don't give a shit. Anyways,
So you're done with that, right?
done with what?
The plugs?
Yeah, plugs are done.
Good. I'm gonna release Anthrax now. I didn't catch it.
What?
I was supposed to remove the plastic first to make that pop.
Oh,
Sounds real good right now, right? Real good.
oh yeah, they love it. They love hearing all that nasty ass fucking. Don't worry, they're gonna hear me open the refrigerator right now too. Man, I will say, buying these microphones, greatest decision ever. We can literally get up and walk around like, fuck, doesn't even matter.
What do you say, boss?
Anyways, all right, so what are we talking about today, good buddy?
Your failure of watching shit?
Yep, true. Well, only one thing. And it wasn't a failure, I did watch it.
Not all the way through.
I can't, man. I'm sorry. I don't, and you even told me it wasn't that good.
Yeah, but I didn't expect to not follow through with something. If I would have known you were gonna give up, I wouldn't have asked you to watch it because I would have wrote something else.
All right, well, let me ask you this. Does it even matter? It's basically the same shit as the show. It's
No, but
just
it's like-
different.
I had a whole breakdown of all the episodes because I wanted to run these jokes by to see what you thought of these jokes.
Okay. Well, you just play. You can still tell me anyways.
No, because I wanted your reaction and your opinions.
Well, listen, I thought in the first, what did I watch? I watched 3 episodes. There was maybe 1 or 2 jokes an episode that I was like, that's kind of funny. Everything else, and granted, these episodes are fucking 15, 16, 17 minutes long.
You're able to watch 12 30-minute episodes of a medical drama that you hate for the sake of the podcast, but you couldn't watch 15 minutes of fucking random bullshit.
All right, I'll tell you why. I think this is why. Because I already watched Jujutsu Kaisen, right? Didn't fucking really like it. I definitely don't think I can watch it again with some assholes who aren't funny making jokes. And clearly I'm sorry. If I'm judging this based on its content, obviously the writing is not good. It's not that great. The voice acting itself is also not that great. And
I
again,
would disagree on that last one.
I'm just going off of what I saw. I would rather watch Jujutsu Kaisen, to be perfectly honest with you. I would rather watch the actual proper show, Jujutsu Kaisen, than watch this abridged show. It's just my opinion. This abridged show is garbage. It's terrible. I fucking hated it. Mm-hmm. I could tell just in the first 3 episodes that I watched, there's not like a love, there's not like a care into the storytelling of this. It's like you're just essentially, which again, to me, abridgment has always been about inserting different jokes, but loosely staying kind of maybe within the story, but trying to turn it into something different with the same footage that was already made, right? Like that's to me what abridging was. It was, you still have to have certain elements of the show that are a part of it, but to try to change it a little bit into something different. Mm-hmm. Perfect example of that, Team 4-Star did a great job with that. They took the care of writing the characters and writing like the line. They took the care of storytelling. Mm-hmm. This was just regurgitation with dick jokes put in. Mostly not funny dick jokes. What flavor are those?
Banana cream.
Can I try one?
No. Until you get a decent opinion, no.
But I have a decent opinion.
Well, you don't.
How about I just have an opinion? Is that good enough?
Decent.
Opinion. Okay. By the way, Pocky makes, what is this, banana cream flavored?
Banana cream with chocolate covered biscuits.
Wait a minute. There's no chocolate on this.
The biscuit is cocoa.
Oh.
Instead of being plain.
All I'm getting is banana. These aren't bad. These are pretty good. If you like Pocky, you should check these out. But anyways, I'm digressing from the point here. Little Karibo, prime example. Excellent work.
Well, he was the godfather of bridging.
Right. Taking... What are you hitting?
Nothing. Random.
Oh. Taking the... Don't fuck, you're gonna wear out the buttons, goddammit.
We didn't pay for it.
That doesn't matter.
It matters immensely.
Well, when I have to buy a new one and then pay for it, what then?
Then I'll care.
Whatever. Anyways.
Like just like the fat electrician said, come back. He goes, it doesn't matter if it makes sense. Come back at me when it makes dollars.
Having to buy a new one will lose dollars.
And?
That doesn't even make sense.
It's still a net.
A net loss?
No, it's a net gain.
It's not. If anything, it would be considered neutral.
No,
it's not making us money.
If I did this consistently 1,000 times a day, it shows that's only one block I'm breaking within what, a month? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. It'll take 40 months to break every one of these buttons.
Oh my god. Okay, but it'll be less than that until it's useless. Because if half the buttons are broken...
No, because then you would have to get to these last two because you can still use those buttons.
I don't want to use those buttons. That's why I got this thing.
No, you got this thing because we told you to get this thing.
Oh my god. Well, now that's why I got it. That's why I agreed to get it.
Like, whatever. They don't care about this.
Anyways, yeah, they don't care about this. So, anime abridgment has been... And not all abridged series are good. Not all abridged series are good, right? Mm-hmm. We've seen some bad ones. All the Gurren Lagann abridges are terrible.
Yep.
Like, they all suck ass. Hell, we even tried to make our own version of it. And objectively, it probably would fall into the category of sucking ass because I still have the first fucking script of it.
We would have to start from scratch.
Oh, yeah, we would. You know what would be funny is to I don't know if you would be up for it, but maybe, like, we read the script on here.
No.
Why?
No.
Why?
Because I remember the script and I like not being canceled.
We didn't say anything bad.
We didn't say anything bad that we thought was bad back in 2005.
Okay, but there's nothing bad now that's in it. What's bad about it? The only thing was the digger thing. That might be the only thing.
That's what I'm thinking of.
But that's not bad.
And besides, we're not the first one to do it.
Sure, it's still funny though. Well, now we're not the first ones to do it.
No.
But anyways, I feel like that this. What are they called?
Something on?
Yeah, hit it. Did you hit it?
Yeah, it's playing right now.
Oh, it's just not. It's because the thing's fucking stupid. Try it again. Try it again. Yeah, it's the connection on this is stupid, so we can't really hear it that well. Do it again.
I'll do another one.
Oh, that was the bird. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, I don't think that.
Fuck you, you old bitch.
Yeah, I know. I don't think that these people who made this did it.
These guys are doing a different concept when it comes to abridgment.
Okay.
When it comes to Smug Squad and Grimjack.
Okay.
Where they're picking it like a Flavor of the Month kind of anime.
All right.
In a sense, Goblin Slayer. Though Goblin Slayer kind of broke the mold because it got insanely popular, so they kept at it. Same with the Seven Deadly Sins or Seven Deadly Schmucks. But like if you go through Grimjack and the Schmuck Squad's video archives,
Yeah.
you'll see they've done a lot of bridges.
Yeah, there's a shit ton on there.
But they only do it for like 4 or 5 episodes and then go on to the next project. So the reason I wanted you to do this is another reason was to talk about how my example about this is like, I'm just trying to phrase my words here. Can't figure out how to phrase this. Where I was telling you, Team 4-Star, Little Karibo. Who's the other big one? Oh my god, I can't remember their name. Something Witty Entertainment.
Okay.
It's just water.
Yeah, it's probably not a good idea to keep it on the fucking electronics button, though.
I put it over there so I could when I was working on the camp.
Oh, all right.
Whatever, it's just an Apple product.
Again, it's the fact of having to fucking replace it.
Well, maybe if you didn't buy a $10,000 paperweight, you don't want have to worry about it.
It's not a paperweight. All right, whatever.
Especially with Team 4-Star, like they are 3 guys that bonded over. Well, all have it or grew up as fans of Dragon Ball Z, especially Kaiser Neko, who knows literally everything about Dragon Ball, and it shows in the writing.
Yeah.
And they are very passionate about what they write. But that's a unique perspective in the sense that after they got done, they did a commentary series where they did a director's commentary, and we're able to see they talk about the work they did behind the scenes, and like you start seeing how dedicated they are.
Yeah.
And yes, it's fucking great with them and Little Karibo. But for me, it's like yes, they're the gold tier.
Yeah.
They're the Godfather. They're Star Wars. They're you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But every once in a while, it's good just to like to watch slapstick.
Yeah.
Slapstick ain't gonna be the fucking gold standard,
No, true.
and that's what I feel like abridgment is.
Yeah, in general, it's
It's a different form of slapstick.
yeah.
And for me, the way I see it is Team Force on all of them. They're Mel Brooks. They're basketball. The Smart Squad, they're not another teen movie. They're Top Secret's higher than them. They're Scary Movie. Are they going to win any Oscars?
No, definitely not.
No, but sometimes you just want random fucking shit thrown at you. Like, you just want random fucking jokes, random fucking comedy. It doesn't always need to be structured.
No, and you're right, it doesn't. But this didn't have that. It was all garbage all the way around. It just was a lot of the jokes didn't hit. Yeah, there was a couple of fucking jokes here and there that were like, oh man, that was funny. I audibly cacked at what happened or at whatever the thing was. But it's just again, I thought
episode 2 would have been filled with jokes you would have loved.
I mean, like I said, a couple were okay, but it's just
Like the whole beginning, like literally felt like something me and you would have wrote. Mm-hmm. We're like, oh, what do you see? What do you see? I was like, hey man, don't kink shame me.
Yeah.
And then like going, just shut the fuck up, get over here and fuck me. It's like, he goes, man, this really is an episode 2 of Jujutsu Kaisen Abridged kind of feeling. It's like, it's just fucking random. Like, why the fuck would somebody say that?
Yeah.
And I'm just saying, like, yeah, it's not a structured joke or a brick joke. Like Team 4-Star is great with doing brick and fucking fuck, what's the other one? The try joke, you know, comedy's coming 3 shit.
Oh yeah.
Like everything's structured, it's well written. But like I said, sometimes you just want this random fucking slapstick comedy.
Sure, and listen, maybe already it already had strikes against it from the beginning because again, it's Jujutsu Kaisen, and we already know how I feel about that. Mm-hmm. So, I combined with the two things that I didn't really like it that much to begin with, and I didn't already like Jujutsu Kaisen. It already started with 2 strikes against it. Mm-hmm. And then I watched 3 episodes, and I'm like, and that's another thing. Abridgment should be just that. It should be abridging. Abridge means to shorten. I don't want to watch another 22 fucking minute of you just changing the lines in Jujutsu Kaisen.
Team 4-Star episodes towards the end were like 30, 40 minutes.
Yeah, towards the end. I'm not talking about making the series right off the jump is basically the same as length as the actual show.
Okay, 15 minutes is not the same as a show. And again,
no, 22 minutes is what you get in an anime. Okay, an anime episode, a half hour.
No, but I'm talking about Jujutsu Kaisen the first episode being like 12, 15 minutes long.
The first episode was 17 minutes long.
Okay.
The second episode was like 18 minutes long, and then the third episode I think was like 15 or 16. It was a little shorter.
Okay, then your issue there is with Little Korea with naming it Abridged. But an abridged series, an anime abridged series is not about showing it, it's about making a comedy out of it. Is what it is. Little Korea chose to call it an abridged series when he started all this. But back then, they were 5-6 minutes long because nobody was dedicating their time to this. Little Kariba was, but only so much you can do as a single person.
Right, yeah, no. But
now we have teams that are production. Team 4-Star is a legitimate production company. The Schmuck Squad, all of them, they actually are a team. They're like a production company. And like I'm saying, and they're able to make longer episodes and stuff like this. They're able to dedicate more time to this. Where back when Little Kariba started this, during the Wild West days of fucking YouTube, it was a different beast.
Right.
If he was capable of making longer episodes like he does now, I'm sure he would have done it from the get-go.
Maybe, but again, that's also what was good about Abridged Series is it wasn't. I might as well just watch the show again. You know what I'm saying? That's what I guess the issue is with these versions now of if I'm gonna have to dedicate. Because over 9 episodes, it was like in total it was like 4 fucking hours or 3.5 hours. I was like, Jesus Christ, I might as well just watch the show again, or I might as well watch another anime. And again,
but why are you treating it like it's the show when it's not?
I know. Well, that's what I'm saying. I know it's not the show. I already didn't like the show to begin with, so now
is it that I
gotta sit here and watch it again with some guys that all they basically did was just change some of the lines. At the end of it, that's all because again, that's what abridging is. Abridging is taking sequences, putting them in and out of order to make new kind of little scenes and stuff, right? And then I don't want to see the whole fucking show again. That's my problem with this specifically. I don't want to sit here and just watch I don't want to watch Jujutsu Kaisen again, right? So like, I don't want to watch it where these guys just shittily dub over the fucking voices and have, lines that are just whatever. Like why am I going to sit here and watch this? That's my point. And maybe that's an issue that I have with abridgment in general. At least what it seems to be now, because is this like kind of the norm for what it is now? Where they're long form episodes and like...
They've been like that for like 10, 15 years now.
Well, like I said, I don't like it. I think it's ridiculous. Again, at that point, it's almost like you're just taking the show.
You're taking something that Little Korea just chose to call this an abridged series.
Sure, yeah, I get that.
It's not mean that it's a legitimate abridging of a show.
Abridging is not a legitimate anything. It's bootlegging and dubbing is basically what you're doing. right? At the end of when you boil it down to the base factor, you're bootlegging someone else's show and you're dubbing over it. That's basically what you're doing, right? At the end of it. It's not meant to be like inflammatory or insulting. We're just calling it what it is, right?
It's coming off the target term.
All right. Well, I that's why I say that, because it's not meant to be derogatory, but it's when we break it down, that's what it is.
In the theme of our text messages that we've been having lately.
What was that one? I didn't hear it.
The wow.
Oh, wow. What I'm saying is that I'm in favor of dubbing things. Like what they're doing, like that, the process of it. And I'm not saying this is not a legitimate art form either.
It sounded like you're saying that.
No, okay, well, that's why I want to make it clear. I'm not saying that. Because doing the abridging or dubbing,
okay, Funimation.
it is a legitimate art form, what these guys are doing. Now,
God, that reminds me.
What?
$15
for what?
Crunchyroll now.
It's $15 fucking dollars?
They just announced that they're raising it, and everyone's going off to talking about, like, at this point, Crunchyroll has a monopoly on the Western front when it comes to anime now.
Yeah, no one else. Well, there is shit that's on Netflix and there is shit that's on HBO,
but it's not competing with Crunchyroll.
That's true.
The majority, if you go on Netflix, the majority of the shit they have on there is on Crunchyroll. And because they had the direct line from Japan, they're getting it before Netflix.
Oh yeah, way before.
The only thing Netflix has over them is their Netflix originals.
Yeah.
And that's big ass air quotes.
Yeah, big ass air quotes, because they're not. They're just dubs. But I do think, okay, like Shin-Chan, okay? Shin-Chan is the fucking example.
I was going to say Ghost Stories.
Ghost Stories is another one.
But Ghost Stories, that's a weird one.
Yeah. But Shin-Chan is essentially a legitimate company dubbing and making an abridged series. Because the episodes are not just straight like they are originally. They cut shit, they restructure shit, they do to fit the narrative of what they're telling for the episodes, right? They restructure, they pull scenes from multiple episodes, put them together. That's fucking putting in work, all right? That's fucking taking what it was and truly altering it into something different. I have a mind that I would like to do that with license and anime. We talked about this before. License and anime that's like unknown. I've sent you a couple that I think are good candidates, especially that one that I just sent you recently. What? Oh, was it upside down?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. The blue has to be up. Oh yeah. I think that doing that legitimately, buying the rights to it and saying, hey, this is how much it costs. We're going to pay you the rights so we can publish this in English and do an English dub, but we're going to change it. We're going to flip the whole thing around and we're going to do like what Shin-Chan did. Let's just say, as an example, right? I think that there's a legitimate market for that. Obviously, there's a market for people that love abridged series. Now, if you take an unknown anime from that set 80s or 90s, and you do the same thing like with Shin-Chan.
Let me tell you something. All right. Let me tell you something.
Wait, let me tell you something. Oh, anyways, go ahead.
Okay, you're trying to change the subject here.
Okay, you're right.
You can't.
Why'd you flip me off? Dude, double fingered too, by the way.
Sorry, sorry, do it double 90s.
Oh yeah, with the fucking thumbs. That's still stupid.
Why? You're from the 90s.
I still think it's stupid.
I mean, literally the 90.
The year 90.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways.
Sure. You're trying to change the subject here.
Okay, all right. Back to abridged series.
We're talking about people. Sure, T4 Star may be the example because they're an actual production company.
Sure.
But I'm talking like the Smug Squads, fucking Something Witty, and all the other people who are trying to do a bridge series. Stay on that.
Okay.
So what your complaint here is?
I just didn't like it. I didn't enjoy it.
No. But I get that for JJK. But you're stating that you having a problem with abridging.
No, I'm just saying I have a problem with the length of it. I feel like if you're going to call it...
I don't get why the length is a problem. Again, you can't... You're hung up on the fact that it's called an abridged series.
No. I'm just saying, if you're going to make these episodes as long as or close to as long as the actual episodes of the show, and you're just going to basically replay the entire episode and then just dub over it, I don't want to watch that. I don't care if it's fucking Gurren Lagann. I don't care if it's a show that I like. Why do I want to see that? Change the fucking shit up. Do some real shit. Don't just fucking carbon copy and paste the whole fucking flow of the episode.
I don't see that in the JJK abridged that you're saying. I don't see it as a carbon copy because...
Well, yeah, it's they cut some stuff out. It's technically shorter. It's not 22 fucking minutes.
Okay, I get that, but the thing is that I feel you're still hung up on the whole fact that it's called an abridged series.
No. I don't give a shit if abridgment means shortening it or not. I don't give a shit about that. I just say, if you're gonna redub the show, then just call it the team, or what are they called? The schmuck. Just call it the fucking schmuck squad dub of Jujutsu Kaisen. Just call it that, because you're not altering the content of the story. You're not flipping it. You're not changing anything.
Legitimately straight redubbing it just to use your voices is illegal.
Well, that's essentially what they're doing.
No, they're following the copyright laws. It has to be transformative. That's why they changed the structure of it. I think this falls under...
it's slightly shortened.
No, but they're transformative as if they're making a different content.
Yeah, you're adding new lines to it.
It's transformative.
Okay.
But when the only transformation is that you're just using your voices instead of the paid actors' voices, I believe that is straight up illegal.
Okay. Either way, I don't want to see... I might as well just watch the show. Why am I going to sit here and watch your...
You cannot sit there and tell me that episode 1 of the JJK proper is the exact same as the JK abridged.
No, I didn't say that because it's shorter.
You're just saying that you might as well just watch the first episode.
You might as well.
They're not the same episode. They're not the same thing.
Yeah, it is. It flows basically the same.
How?
What do you mean how? It's shortened up a little bit, but it's not like...
It's more than shortened up. They're literally talking about having sex with each other. When did they talk about having sex with each other in the actual series?
Okay, that's changing the lines. If you look at the sequences of the show, it's the same fucking flow as the show. They didn't take scenes and move them out or to alter the storyline.
So they should pay another $20,000 to hire an animator to reanimate some scenes for them.
No, you can take the scenes from other episodes in the series and insert them here to add in a joke or do this or do that. Fucking, that's what it's all about. To me, it's about taking this thing and transforming it into something different.
Okay, but that's Team 4-Star. That's Little Karibo style. These guys they're not trying to copy their styles.
Yeah, again, instead this is, to me, that's what being a legit proper, to not just copyright infringe somebody, that's what you need to do. Whether the law says one thing or not is irrelevant to me. I think that if you are just basically laying out the episode as it was in the show, and then you're just dubbing voices over it and you're doing new dick jokes and you're adding some lines and you're changing some of the lines because they're like, trying to fuck each other or whatever. Okay, cool. But you're just redubbing your voices over the fucking show at that point. You're not changing the storyline in a way that is transformative, as you say. You know what I'm saying? It's not. It's just fucking regurgitating the same shit. Which again, I didn't like Jujutsu Kaisen already. So just regurgitating the same shit and just adding dick jokes or fuck jokes, it didn't hit for me. That's what I'm saying. I didn't like it. And if I'm gonna have to dedicate 18 minutes to watching a show that's not that funny, then why would I even continue watching the show? That was my whole point. Is I just didn't even think that it was good. I didn't think it was that funny. It didn't give me enough to enthrall me to keep me watching. Mm-hmm. That's the whole point, right?
Yes.
Because you want to capture viewers and you want to keep them. You want to keep them engaged, right? That's the whole point.
They're one of the top abridgers.
Sure, I'm sure they are, and I'm sure. And listen, I'm sure people love fucking abridged series. You like abridged, you like it, right? I'm just not generally an abridged series. I don't go watch abridged series on my own just to watch them. I'll watch the actual anime. Yes, some of them are funny, some of them are good. This one's not one of those, I think. And I don't care if these guys are the top abridgers. You're telling me that they basically just fiddle fuck around and they just try to find what's popular and then go from there, right? They just, if something's not popular, they do 3 or 4 episodes and then they just fuck off on it and go to something else. So already that just tells me that that's their whole game plan, is just to try to hit on what's popular. Obviously, Jujutsu Kaisen is insanely popular. So I'm sure they'll continue making Jujutsu Kaisen abridged as long as it's still fucking insanely popular.
No, it's
popular.
just their series has to be popular. Because I've only seen them continue. Well, no, that's Grimjack. 7 Deadly Smucks, and this is the only ones I've seen them continue so far.
Yeah, sure.
That's because the series is insanely popular on YouTube.
Yeah.
But again, you're treating these guys like they're in the same category mindset as Team 4-Star and Little Karibo.
No, I'm trying to treat them in a way of what I want to see as a person in the audience, right? What I want to see. And sure, maybe the length, even if I still had a problem with the length, even if the jokes were great, I'd still be like, this is too fucking long. I'd still be like, this is like, you got to fucking do something about that. I don't like that. That to me as an audience member, and I don't know how the fuck all these assholes go online and talk shit about how, oh, we need we want 30-second fucking TikToks and all this shit, and that's it, right?
Well, let's be honest, I don't think that's the generation that's watching it.
You're probably right. It's probably not.
You old bitch!
But I don't know. It didn't hit for me. That's all I'm saying is it didn't hit for me.
I wasn't expecting it to hit for you. I was just expecting you could at least finish it.
It's that bad. It's that unwatchable, in my opinion. It's fucking unwatchable. It's horrendous. It's garbage. And I'm not knocking those guys. Do your art, man. Again, I say the same thing about our stuff. I'm not making my art for the people that don't get it. I'm making my art for the people that do, right? You guys, I'm not one of the guys who gets it for you, okay? And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying you're bad people for it. I'm just saying it didn't hit for me and I can't continue to watch it. It's terrible. I don't like it. And that doesn't mean shit. This is my opinion. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying anything about these guys that they're bad at their job or whatever they do. Clearly they're making money doing this somehow. So clearly there is enough people that think they're good. And that's fucking awesome. Good for them. I'm happy for them. Great.
Buzz it.
What?
Pause it.
Oh, all right. Anyways, I don't remember what the fuck we were on about before the
Whatever it was, I know you were wrong.
Fair enough, I guess. Anyways,
What time are we at?
32 minutes. So, I mean, we're good. If you got, I don't know, you got anything else?
No.
All right.
Just sheer utter disappointment.
Yeah, I aim to disappoint all
The fuck?
that I encounter. What?
Okay. My we have 2 new programs for my work, and one of them is our time clock.
Oh.
And normally, because I don't know why, but when I'm on my lunch, it tells me, "Hey, you're missing your clock in for lunch."
Oh.
And it came up, and I'm like, "Wait, what?" But no, it was telling me I have new training available.
Oh, I got you. All right. Well, anyways, that's cool. So, if you want to listen to more podcasts, go to GameRageMagazine.com. Hit us up on Instagram and TikTok at Game Rage Magazine, Twitter/X at Game Rage Magazine as well, or Game Rage Mag there. YouTube is Game Rage Magazine, and you can see all the goodness over there.
Please, I don't want to be the only subscriber.
And if you want to follow this podcast, follow Frank, runs the page at anime_syndicate_podcast on Instagram. Soon to be on all the other social medias, but for now, we're just sticking to Instagram on that. And also, go listen to our other podcasts, and I'm sure you'll have a great time. Anyways, that'll do it for us, and you have anything else to say in the end, that you wanted to say, just before we go?
Yeah. Next time I tell you to finish a series, you fucking finish it.